everyone. Hiya. So tonight, guys, we are got the lovely Kate from Got Stories to Tell in the Other Dimension, as you can see. I'm just going to quickly share out, guys. But I'll tell you what, how's everybody's week been?
Well, I've been busy. Working. Work. That's it. Yeah, it is. But
What about yourself, Bill?
Yeah, just work as per usual. Working hard, playing harder.
that's it.
Yeah.
Good.
Joe, what about yourself?
Oh, I'm getting busy. I'm about ready to take a trip again.
Oh wow.
Well, it's just for the day. It's just for but it's going to be a long journey. We're going to quite a few places. We're going to end up at the Beasts of Bray Road, the property that I go to, and do an overnight investigation. And we're hoping Nick will join us. But
Fingers crossed.
already got somebody else coming and a gentleman from England, and it's going to be fun. My granddaughter's here with me. You know, you can't see her. She's kind of off cam because she's sitting off this way. You know?
Oh, hello, darling.
She's going to go on our first paranormal investigations with Grandma and Grandpa.
Lovely.
Exciting times.
That is the best way to do it. What about yourself, Kate? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, it's
awesome.
all fine, all good.
Good. That's what I like. Quickly going to chat. Oh, hello, Jeremy. How you doing? Hey, Sarah Louise. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
So, Kate, do you want to tell people who you are, where you've came from, and how you got into the paranormal?
Yeah, sure. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to start then. So you can tell by my accent, I'm from the UK. I'm originally from Norwich. That's where I grew up. I've kind of lived in a few different countries, mostly for work and also my husband's work. So I teach English as a second language. So I moved to Spain first and then Italy. And then after Italy, we lived in Germany. And now we're in the US, in Chicago. So yeah, been very, very lucky to see different cultures, met lots and lots of different people, got to learn many languages, some easier than others. And yeah, here today with the paranormal stuff. So I would say I grew up with a very open-minded family, and we used to discuss lots of things, unexplained things, mysteries, paranormal. My dad was a huge influence, and to say hi to my dad if he's watching. Yeah, we really used to watch and go into a lot of aliens, supernatural, paranormal. I grew up with Most Haunted. I absolutely loved Most Haunted until I found out that most of it was kind of staged or faked. And then, then I kind of lost the motivation and the will with the paranormal. I was just like, you know what? I don't care anymore. And it wasn't until 3 years ago that I started watching The Other Dimension, Ben and Lou, and they had some really, really interesting topics. And of course, they're into the paranormal as well. And then I kind of found my love for the paranormal again, and those unexplained, unanswered, curious questions about life and religion, occultology, even about nature and about aliens again. So yeah, I just kind of rekindled that curiousness for the whole topic. So yeah, I think that's everything.
Do you know what? I've got to say a big shout out to Ben and Louisa, because if there's people I've got high respect for and high regard for, it is Ben Winfield and Louisa Winfield.
Yes.
I did have Louisa on a show. Unfortunately, I wasn't there. but I'm great to say that I'm getting them. I think in September. Don't quote me. It might be September. It might be a wee bit further forward. I'm getting them on the show, so I'm really happy to be
Yeah.
having them on the show. I'm just going to go quickly into the comments. Oh, here he comes.
Scott's here. Hi,
Honestly.
Scott.
Oh. Then Kate met me and her life changed forever for the
It
bad.
really did. It really changed forever, Scott. Hopefully he's going to be on my show. He doesn't know yet, but I'm going to ask him. I'm going to interview him at some point.
Oh, that'll be an interesting one. So tell us about your podcast, Got Stories to Tell.
Yeah, so I never really had the confidence to do anything like that. It wasn't until I was watching The Other Dimension, also Damon Penny, he was like the OG of The Other Dimension, along with Ben and Lou. And they kind of had a bit of a break. And I kind of thought, should I do something like to kind of fill in a little bit? And I've always been really, really interested in people. Even at school, I wouldn't say I was academically gifted or anything like that. You know, I was good at English and music and, you know, a few other subjects, but I was really invested in people. Like, I wanted to know everything, all the gossip, who was in my classroom, like everything. I just really, really loved getting to know people. And I just thought maybe I could use that. And throughout my life, you know, I've been so lucky to meet people and get to know them and learn so much. I think that's the key thing is I love... Okay. Okay.
It's okay. It's
Can I
fine.
just have 2 minutes? I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, that's
Hold
fine.
That thought, okay.
I will hold that thought. So while Kate is away dealing with stuff, I'm proud to announce, guys, on the 29th of September, I will be having my very own podcast. I'm doing a wee bit of a solo. Yes, guys, I'm quite proud of my confidence. I will be doing a crime show. It will start at 6 a.m. my time, UK time. So I'm super excited, guys, about it. So check it out. I will be sharing it everywhere. I might be half sleeping whilst I'm doing it, but you'll make some of what I'm saying. Scott says you need to fill in the required paperwork to get me on your show, more like the required paperwork to get you at the mental hospital. It's okay. He'll give me a cheek. He will give me cheek. So sorry, Kate.
I apologise for that. It was a slight crisis moment, but it's all fine now.
That's absolutely no problem.
Juggling, multitasking. But yeah, as I was saying, just been really, really interested in people. So that's where I kind of came up with Got Stories to Tell. Doesn't have to be paranormal. Like, I'm very interested in people's experiences about the paranormal, the weird, the unexplained, all that kind of stuff. But I just like to know what people's passions and people's hobbies. And, you know, if you've got a YouTube channel, I love knowing about that, and just anything like that, really. Yeah, just getting to know people and people that want to talk and get their stories out there. So, yeah.
I mean, it's great to people. Do you know what, Kate? I love watching people myself. I must admit, I'm terrible for it. But I'm the same. When I meet people, especially from different cultures, I absolutely love it. I like to learn, you know, what do you guys like? And I used to have a friend that was African, and see some of the conversations that I've had with like her, and some questions you're always feared to ask, but she used to be quite, just say it as you see it. Just
Yeah.
ask what you want to ask. So she was quite good that way, and I can remember some of the food that she used to bring to work. Oh wow! She actually made me one night. I'll never forget it. And it was like she brought in these, like, it's wee fish that you can eat, but it has the eyes on, and I'm just like, no, thank you.
Nice.
I have my lemons, but they're saying that. Oh no! But apparently in Africa, that's what they do. It's like wee small fishes. I can remember. I can see them in my head, but I just can't remember the name of them. And they have the fish at it. I caught my line. No, I caught my line. Definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most beautiful things about humanity is that we all share the love of food, like on the whole, like everywhere you go, and it's always food and music. Like you can't go wrong with those two topics.
Oh God, yeah. Joe, you're right into music. He's a bit distracted now. But food and music, Joe.
What?
Food and music, the two things that humanity love, food and music.
Yeah.
I've got to agree, definitely.
You
Especially
can't-
when you're on.
You can take away cable TV and all that, but you can't take away my music.
Yeah,
Definitely no.
yeah.
I can live without TV, but I can't live without my music.
Yeah.
It's literally what I use my phone for.
Do you know what? When I look at Joe, I think he's Leonard Skinner. I love Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, I can see your resemblance.
Leonard Skinner was a good band. I loved that. But especially Freebird. Oh,
Yeah, love it. What's your favourite music, Joe? What you're into?
Don't have a favorite because I like all kinds of music.
Yeah, I'm the same.
That's a
You
good
know,
answer.
I was a strange breed in school when I was growing up because I listened to all this stuff that most kids my age wasn't listening to, and I mostly listened to Elvis and stuff like that growing up in the disco era when it died. Well, I kept listening to the music,
Yeah.
and other people moved on. Well, I was still able to do both.
oh, you'll see you, Kate.
So that'll be
You'll
about
be
20.
right on.
That's about 20 minutes next time.
Yeah.
That is 20 minutes. Scott says, I heard that mega mouth. I'm not totally blind. I do not know what you're talking about. I think you're going crazy. Hi, Noreen. Mullen Robert. No to eating things that look well.
Yeah.
I agree, Robert. I agree. You guys got any questions for Kate?
Have you ever seen any full apparitions, Kate, or anything which you think could be spirit?
That's a really good question, actually. So I've definitely tried to pursue a lot of the paranormal throughout my life because just being really super interested in it. Personally, I've never seen anything. My family's had a few experiences, but you never really know if that is truly paranormal or if it's just coincidence, or it could be because you kind of want it, so then you put it down to that. I've heard lots of stories because growing up, I lived in a very haunted village. Basically, every other house was haunted because it was such an old village. Like one of the houses was from early 1700s, I think.
Wow. Lovely.
Yeah, there was so many of these really old houses, and I did get to babysit in some of them. Yeah, they were kind of creepy. But yeah, I mean, personally, no. I've just heard lots of stories about other people having experiences. We did have a picture that was taken up at my grandma's funeral, and they had like these orbs in the picture, but we kind of put that down to maybe the lights, because the spotlight light, I don't what
Like
Oh,
ceiling
light
spotlight.
reflection, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, like it could have been a reflection because there were glasses, so it could have been the reflection in the glasses, and like there was one above my mum's head, but again, like you just don't know, like you don't know if it's paranormal or if it's just reflection.
That would be the first thing I'd do, is sit there and try to rule everything else out, and that's how you do it. Your glasses make reflections. You know, even the coffins will, if they're a certain type of material and the light's hitting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And I think as well, like obviously having an open mind, and you've got to watch sometimes as well, because maybe like sometimes you're seeing pareidolia. That's the thing that you.
Well, yeah, like I showed the picture to so many people, and I got them to like, I think about 40 people I've shown this picture to, and I told them to like zoom in and see what they could see. So I could see, and my family could see, sort of like portraits in the orbs. Like it had like some kind of head, and like you know, like your school pictures. It kind of looked like that profile of a head and your hair and like a school uniform or something. And that occurred in like 4 of the orbs. But then when I asked other people to take the picture, they were like, I don't see anything, like nothing. And I'm like, okay then.
you get that 50-50 where, and I always say this, Kate, you could have the best evidence in the world. You could be standing smack bang next to an apparition, and people always find a way to say it's this or it's that or it's the next thing. That's why
they just don't see it.
Sorry.
Yeah, they just don't see it.
It's just one of those ones. I'll go into chat. I'm leaving Scott's question to the last. Hiya Craig, how you doing? Everybody check out Ghostway Paranormal. They're really good. Scott says, Lois, I was referring to your comment. I saw it with my own ears. I think you're a bit backwards. Robert says lens flare. Hiya, Paranormal Perth. This breaks my heart to put up this question. Kate, what's the best chat show you've been on? Well, Kate said to me, Scott, she says, do you know what, Lois? She says, I would rather go with you than go with that Scott.
He's going to be heartbroken. He's going to be devastated. No.
Go on, break his heart.
I can't possibly answer that. You know, every show has been my favourite. So, yeah, can't answer that.
That's not fair. I've taken my time out of my ballet class to watch this. Do you know what? I can imagine Scott with a tutu on. Boom, like that. Ding! Robert says that's when you get the ghost to dip ectoplasm on the skeptic. Oh, Wally, we're going to have a good show. I know you're more into history, Kate. So what is your favourite era? Like if you had to pick an era, what would be your favourite?
I think recently, so it changes a lot. I go through this kind of cycle of obsessions. So after my my grandparents died, I was totally obsessed with World War One and World War Two.
Yep.
And I would just binge everything to do with that, books, films, documentaries. So that lasted about 5 years. And then I moved on to Vikings, and I totally binged the whole Viking side, books, series, everything. The Last Kingdom, I got really into that. The books, absolutely love them. And now I think I'm very interested in religion. So I'm kind of looking at all the history of religion and different parts of the world, and what like all the similarities, all the differences, that kind of stuff, and occultology. So I think that's the next thing going forward, definitely. Yeah.
Do you know what? Religion's quite a difficult one, but it is quite an interesting subject when you really do break it down. I mean, recently I was kind of playing about with the idea for a while about doing the conspiracies of the Vatican, because we covered the conspiracies of the Vatican. I was very, very respectful. Ben had me in stitches, poor guy. Because all night I was trying not to go anywhere near a certain area, a certain grey area. I done really, really well. And Ben told a joke. Nearly.
Oh, yes, I remember
and I
that.
went, Ben. But it was quite interesting from my research, the conspiracies of the Vatican. It was very, very interesting. I mean, I nearly dropped my jaw when Wayne came out about, obviously, the pornography in the Vatican. That kind of made my jaw drop, because it was kind of like that. I wasn't really expecting that. That's not something I came across. Because it was like the things I had researched was part of the conspiracy, the murder of John Paul I. He was only in the Vatican, I think, for about 55 days or something.
Yeah.
And then he was found dead. So that was quite interesting. But again, the religion, a lot of the religions, my gran was my mum's mum was quite fascinated with Buddhism.
Oh, nice.
And she would have Buddhas spread everywhere in her house. And I found it quite interesting. If I had to pick a religion, Buddhism.
Yeah. Yeah, it's they have some really beautiful concepts, you know, that how good it is for mental health and reflection and respect.
Pickle Tom.
Is Pickle Tom in the house?
Oh, there's Pickle Tom. There he is. There's Pickle Tom. Scott says it's not easy putting a left. So try harder. Sorry, Kate, you were saying about Buddhism.
No, just it does have some really interesting concepts, especially reincarnation, right?
Yes.
Which is like one of the biggest ones. Yeah, we actually got to go to Japan in June.
Yeah. How did you enjoy that, Kate?
It was really, really amazing. It's an incredible country. It really is. And I actually got to see firsthand the difference between Buddhism and the Shinto religion that they have there, and the different temples and the beliefs and how it coexists. So, you know, there's no issues if you believe in Buddhism or the Shintoism. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it does coexist, and it's just such a peaceful coexisting religion. Yeah, just very interesting. Really, really cool. Yeah.
It is a really interesting one. Japan, I've always thought Japan would be a really beautiful country. Even like places like Singapore, see all that area, see all the like China as well. Because you see, I've seen the pictures and I've seen beautiful, beautiful pictures of China, and I'm like, oh my god, it's really eye-opening. It really, really is.
Yeah. I think
Like
also it's the respect that they have there. It's like a
Yeah.
whole other level, like respect for your elders, respect for the dead,
Yeah.
just how clean it is.
Yeah, you can take some,
Yeah.
we can all take some lessons from the Japanese in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
see, to be fair,
When it
is
comes to things like respect your elders and
yeah,
stuff. I was raised that way,
Yeah,
Yeah.
me as well.
and
See-
and it's part of my core to a point where I can't go against it.
yeah. I mean, even as well, guys. I'm sorry, I'm veering towards crime here, but the crime rate over there is very low, and you ask yourself, why is it very low
Yeah.
over there? Because it is quite, and that's why, as you said, the respect that I've got for that, like the countries, is because it is a matter of respect. It is a matter of, you know, what they do as well. But you're a lucky devil. You're a lucky devil.
Very lucky. Yeah. It was very spontaneous. We found some really good flight offers and we were like, do we do
Oh
it?
wow.
Is it like now or never? So yeah, we just went for it and definitely worth it. Wasn't the best time to go in June because it's like the rainy season. But we only got rain like 2 days. But when it rains, like it rains. Like you're gonna get soaked from the bottom up because it like splashes over you. So because it's
Oh,
so
God.
heavy, and the humidity, it's humid. But yeah, it was definitely great. I think also with the crime rate, like you said, it's to do with respect and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's really ingrained in their culture.
Right,
I didn't-
respect and honor.
Yes, yeah, but I didn't know for really serious crimes. I don't know if I can say this online, but they do unalive people in Japan by a rope around the neck. I don't want to say the words because
No,
it's like
listen, I know where you're going. Believe it or not, I heard my ex friend that I used to talk to, her brother went to Singapore to work to do the painting. He did, I think it was painting on the ships or something. And at 6 o'clock every night in Singapore, he used to hear gunfire, like a shot. And I think by the fifth, sixth night, he turned to one of the gentlemen on the boat and said, "Why is it at 6 o'clock every night in Singapore you hear gunfire, like somebody shooting a gun?" And he says that's the thing that they do in Singapore for your most serious crimes. Is so they would take a prisoner out and shoot them.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
but seriously. And I think that put him off going to Singapore. But I said, Singapore is such a beautiful country. See if you take away that and don't think about that, you're seeing a beautiful country. You're seeing culture. You're seeing how other people live. I'm like, honestly, that I wouldn't be fazed by what's going on round about me. What I'd be enjoying is where I am in the culture. That's how ingrained I'm like about culture. I would love to go to Romania and see Romania. Somewhere different. Then. What about yourself, Kate? If you had to pick a country or a famous place to go and explore, where would it be?
If you'd asked me this a few months ago, I would have definitely said Japan because I really wanted to go there. Always have wanted to go there. I guess I don't know. Like I guess one place might be New Zealand. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, so I would love to go to New Zealand, like to see the sets and just like I know nothing about New Zealand, so it would be nice to go there and just learn, you know, what it's like there. We've lost Lois. So yeah, what about you guys? Where would you like to go if you could go anywhere?
America. Yeah, I have a massive love for country music. Like you probably wouldn't think it to look at me, but yeah, massive love for country music. And yeah, like the only thing stopping me is I don't fly. I'm absolutely terrified of flying. But I would love to go and do Nashville. I would love to just go and see proper like country America, go into like the rodeo and the bars and all of that stuff. Like that for me
Very
would be
quick.
my trip.
Green.
Say that again, Joe.
I said you better hurry quick. Things like the rodeos and stuff are disappearing.
Oh no!
You
Let's
know,
get my passport and some knockout drops.
it used to be a common thing, and in
Yeah.
Wisconsin and stuff, they had the rodeos. They don't have them here, so I mean, it's gone more like down in Texas, Oklahoma, you know, other places like that where cattle and stuff is raised mostly.
Yeah.
But they come here. I mean, it used to be almost an everyday thing on a ranch that was just outside of Madison. It was like every weekend they'd hold a rodeo. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, and with the way the progress is going, you know, a lot of these country places are getting taken over by all these modern structures, and all the beauty's going away.
Yeah. I kind of binge watched. There's a series that's on. I think it might be Netflix or somewhere else. And it's called Heartlands. And yeah, I started watching it with a friend of mine, and I ended up just going and binge watching the whole lot. And it's basically about like a horse whisperer, and she works with horses. And I absolutely loved it. Now I've had absolutely zero interest in horses, don't particularly like them. I watched that and I'm like, I need to go to America. I need to go and be a cowgirl in America.
Yeah, they do have a lot of horse shows. They do have a lot of horse shows still.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've always wanted to try, right? Sorry, Kate, you must think, oh my God, I've come on here and now they're down rabbit holes. No, what I've always wanted to try? I've always wanted to try where you go on the bull and it starts spinning round and round. It's like one of those,
yeah.
I would love to try that.
Bucking Bronco.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's a restaurant in the Midlands, and it's called Rodeo. And you go in, and they've got the old style wagons, and I mean it's a restaurant, and they've got stage, and they have country acts there, like they have Dolly Parton tribute acts and Luke Combs tribute acts and things. But they've actually got a like one of these balls, these inflatable balls, and you go there and they put the cowboy hats on you, and I've got pictures of it. The food is insane, the atmosphere is incredible, and you get to go on the bull if you want to. I didn't, because I'd just eaten and I didn't really want to see what I'd just eaten again. Lo, when you come down, I am taking you to rodeo. I am so taking you. We are gonna do it.
Wow. Imagine you see me going, woohoo! Right on, cowboy! Okay, I'm so sorry. I do apologise. Losing my stuff there. Would you ever do something like that, Kate?
So I did horse riding. So I started, I think I was about 6 or 7 when I started horse riding. And then I stopped when I was about 15. Didn't do anything crazy like that.
20 minutes.
I just did mostly like hiking and dressage, because when I did jumping, I had a bad accident. I got concussion.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Kate.
Oh no, it's fine. Like my parents are like, no jumping, nothing crazy. So, and I loved it. Those were like really one of the best times of my life, was being on a horse. Absolutely loved horse riding so much. And that connection that you have, you know, it's just incredible, because horses almost have that. Well, they do. They have that sixth sense, so they know exactly what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and yeah, that's probably what led to my accident, because I wasn't confident enough with the jumps. So yeah. But Fucking Bronco, no way. No. I would, yeah, no. I don't think my back could cope.
Oh,
I'm
do you know?
34. I'm getting old.
Wait till you get to 36. I mean, I'm 36 next month, so it's kind of like, oh. But oh my god, I used to do horse riding years and years ago. And like yourself, Kate, I got flung from a horse. It was actually one of the women that put the saddle on didn't put it on properly, and it became loose. And I went obviously over the horse. Oh, Mr. Pickle Tom, you're in for it in a minute. And I fell off the horse,
gosh.
and it reared up, and then
Right.
obviously it came down. But lucky enough, I rolled out its road when it came
Wow.
when it was coming down, and that kind of put me off. But then, do you know what? I always wanted to go back on a horse after that. But I love animals, like say horses. I've got plenty of time for horses. I think because I used to work with them as well, and you.
Aww.
Used to be this one that that was so comical, and he hated the sound of this. Now horses are very, very clever. I don't care what anyone says; they're very, very clever animals. And it used to be a stallion, and its name used to be Harry. And I hated the sound of this woman's voice, because her voice is like one of the voices that go right out through you, and you're like, oh. So she used to say, oh, this is my best friend, and Harry loves me. Well, when she turned it like away from him, he grabbed her by the jacket and went yank and pulled her. He cantered back, and she smacked half the door. She got up and she was like, oh, Harry, why are you doing that? And the horse was like that. You could see the growl, but it was so funny. It's one of those moments you shouldn't laugh. And I'm terrible for that. I'm terrible for moments you really shouldn't laugh. Well, that was one of those ones that you had a giggle and you're trying to hide your face and you're turning around like that, you know, trying to hide the fact that you're laughing.
Yeah.
Scotch says, sorry has to jump out to finish some moves. Who's Harry?
Right.
None of your business. Pickle Tom says, Harry the hairy stallion. Wished I felt that way, Robert. Still a youngin at age. Oh, thank you. Robert. Tom says 36. Wait till you're approaching 50. Pickle Tom, I'm not speaking to you. Robert says, yeah, Tom, silly translation things. Because he said balls. Pickle Tom said balls. There's a surprise. Robert says mechanical bull. Robert says there's these boats that goes to the US. Robert says, indeed, respect has been lost in modern day society. I couldn't agree more. And I think as the years will go on, the worse it will get. Scott says, I've been... I can agree with that. I've been told I look like a Buddha. I would still say that the Buddha's good looking. Scott says, I usually laugh, then call the ambulance. Harry's balls. Oh, Lord. That's Pickle Tom that started balls in the chat. So we're having a sort of balls sort of conversation. So, what's the most famous place you've explored, like to investigate, Kate?
I've never been on an investigation.
Oh,
No.
wow.
We are changing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't know, like, so my husband is Catholic, like we're both Catholic, right? And so I was brought up Protestant, still Christian, still same thing, right?
Yep.
And like But he's Italian, and in Italy, if you do any sort of paranormal investigation, if you're talking to spirits, all that kind of stuff, there is a huge superstition that you should not be doing that. Like, that is not good. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't, like, it's
I
part
guess
of
my
their
grandpa would have
karma.
a thing against it then.
Yeah, exactly,
If he
because
was
you're
still alive.
Italian roots. Yeah, like, honestly, people just don't do that in Italy. They're just like, they it's also a little bit disrespectful because they're the dead, they've passed, leave them alone.
But
They,
you know, that's
Yeah.
what we do.
yeah, so
Wow.
I'm very intrigued and I'm very interested in doing it. But there's also the ethical side of me. Like, I still have this conflict. Like, do I really want to rock the boat? Do I really want to get into
do you
that
know
myself?
what?
I don't know.
Funny you should say that. I can't remember who I was speaking to today. I think it was Lynn. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. I can't even remember. But funny enough, we were talking about obviously different. Oh no, sorry, it was a group. That man, I've had so many conversations today in fog brain. Sorry, I do apologise, folks. It was a group I was in, and we were talking about ideas, and I said about obviously because the group's public, I said making it go to close, because when you look at different cultures, and down the line I will explore this, different cultures, different beliefs. Some people are out there about the paranormal, some people ain't out there about the paranormal. So, when you're creating groups like for the paranormal and you want to speak paranormal, a lot of people who could be from different countries might be reluctant if they see a public group, because, Joe Blogs down the street is on Facebook and they're friends with each other, and say they post about having spooks in the house, and it can be seen, because we public groups that can be seen on other people's timelines. And so I suggested, obviously, making it private, because that gives that person the safe space. So when you're saying about obviously, culture and beliefs and things like that, I totally get it. I honestly do. And I suppose when you're stuck in between the rock and the hard place, where you want to do it but you don't want to do it, sort of thing, it is a toughie.
Yeah,
It is a
I
toughie.
think so. Also because so I am very skeptical as well. So a lot of the time I don't actually believe that we can communicate with spirits, ghosts, whatever. So that's just my opinion. Like, I am very skeptical, but I am open-minded. I love hearing about experiences and everything to do with it. Always remain respectful, but I am very skeptical. So I'm also like, I don't actually believe that I want something to change my mind, to really say that, yes, we can communicate with something. And yeah, so I don't know. We will see in the future.
Do you know what, Caitlin? It's good to have skepticism, and it's great to have. I mean, I don't mind skeptics. I actually love skeptics, to be honest, because it's good to have that point of view from someone who is.
Yeah, sure.
From myself, I'm very logical mind. Like, I don't automatically assume, first of all, it's paranormal. I'll go through in my head and say, was it this, was it that, was things. I have my own skepticism, right? I'm going to be covering this, I think, later in the next couple of months, and that's about cryptids. But I know everybody, this is a big topic with everyone, and they love cryptids, so I'm going to put my skepticism to one side and cover cryptids. When I tell people, right, sorry, was that you, Joe? Sorry, honey.
No, that was me saying good.
Oh, sorry. Aye. So I'm doing cryptids. I'm covering cryptids. People laugh, right, because I'm Scottish, and I don't believe in Nessie. Like, I don't buy this Nessie bullshit. Like I'm very, and people will go into stitches. Like Bill's laughing just now, right? Many people I tell, and they just go, "What the hell?" And I'm just like, well, maybe I don't like, hey Nick, maybe I don't like. I mean, even Nick goes into stitches when I tell him that I don't believe in Nessie. I mean, you know, it's that way of I just don't. Maybe I'm Scottish and the only thing I like about Scotland's Iron Brew. Like, I think that's just what I've came to the conclusion that's about the only thing that I like. Right?
But you know what, Lo? I went up to Loch Ness in April, took my elderly sister for 5 days. And we went up to Loch Ness. And you know what? I didn't get anything from it. I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't going to stand there and look out to get this creature coming along the water. Nothing like that. There was nothing there. Nothing, right? And I was looking, I was just thinking how beautiful. I think it was absolutely stunning. But logically, it could have been a seal that's come through the canals from the sea.
Yep.
Could have been anything. Yeah, could have been. Could have been a bit of driftwood that just popped up and then popped back down. And you don't know, do you? But I haven't got that thing with Nessie. But I tell you what, the place is stunning, isn't it?
I must admit, me and Nessie have got issues, I think. Sarah Louise says, "You look like an angel, Lois." Oh, thank you very much, my darling. Tom says, "Leave it to me to make call." Take a side track. Oh, always. Scott says, "This is what happens when I miss a bit of the show." We didn't miss you. Robert says, "Yep, can always count on you to derail the chat." Robert says, "Be open-minded but question most things." I totally agree. Hey, Louisa. And Robert says the translation came out as messy when you said Nessie. I do apologise, Robert. I do try so much and try so hard to talk properly, but I just can't. I get too excited, and then it comes Scottish again, and then it's just like, Jesus, Nick, what the hell are you doing? Is that Nessie?
Everyone was talking about a walk past. I just decided to have a favorite picture.
You just did the huge little bopping along.
He's coming on top of his head. Look at that.
I know. Kate, I must get lessons off yourself how to speak properly because for the life of me, I just can't do it.
No, I have to say, so I made this joke with Scott the other day. I don't know if he really appreciated it or not, but I know that Glaswegians really...
I appreciate that. If he doesn't...
Yeah. So Glaswegians really struggle to say purple burglar alarm.
Oh my God, see the amount of people that, even my friend from London...
Do you get asked that a lot? Purple burglar alarm. Like Glaswegians can't say that. And it makes me laugh so much because Scott can't. He's like, purple, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, I guess it's true then.
Oh God, Kate, you're putting me in a spot here, right? I'll try it. Shut up. Purple burglar alarms.
Okay, that was pretty good. Maybe just have to say a bit.
That was a bit off, but nearly there.
How much concentration did that take?
I'll tell you what, I'm sweating after it. So Nick, how are you, my darling? Apart from seeing Nessie.
Doing pretty good. I had to work today, but it wasn't too bad.
Good.
That's good, honey. That's good. Robert says it can be hard to understand languages. I had about 10 years in voice chat on Yahoo, so I learned early how to be a good linguist. That's good, Robert. Maybe that's what I need. but no.
No, you have a lovely accent, Lois. You should always be proud of your accent. Always.
Hey,
Do,
Definitely.
you
do you
know all
know?
too well. I swear to be a good neighbor.
I knew
It's-
you'd sneak
it's
that
more-
in there.
Yeah, I figured.
Yep.
I gotta say this at
then-
least once.
Then you've got Birdie. I love the horsey. I just love that. Louisa says Nick reminds me of a gnome sat in a boat with that background.
He's a
Could
fishing
be.
rod.
Oh, Louisa, I love you. Sorry, Nick.
Oh,
Do you know what? Do you know what? I should phone Nick Fiskets in Scotland. How's that fishing boat? Poor guy. Do you know what? I'll not be able to look at Nick now, Louisa. I'll be sitting here thinking to myself, he's a gnome in a boat.
If you turn
Oh,
up
wow.
dressed as a gnome, I'm gonna be gone.
Oh, God. Oh, Nick, I know you're just Julie on, but is there any questions you would like to ask Kate?
Come on, Nick,
no.
your best questions.
Well, I can ask one quick question. How'd you like that video? That funny Minecraft video I sent you earlier today.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was
We
really
found
good.
Yeah, since Kate and I, we played Minecraft along with, and Joe just started with us too. I found this hilarious video from a few days ago that I've been meaning to send, and it's actually supposed to be like a parody video. It's a parody video of Gordon Ramsay exploring Minecraft.
Yeah, it's a
Do you
good
know
video.
what? I've got to see this because I love Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, and he's just eating like rotten flesh, which you always give to me. Like I never
Yeah,
want
zombie
the rotten
flesh.
flesh. Yeah.
Do you know
So, yeah.
it's? I'm sorry to be geeky here, guys. I'm sorry to be geeky here,
Right into the
but
chat.
that's one game. It's one game. Hey, have a good holiday. Missing you. Come back soon.
I hope you guys are.
Au revoir. Bonjour. No, that's not even bye. That's hi in French.
He's a Greek.
You leave me alone. Adios, amigos. Oh, sorry. Hi, Nigel. Louisa says, oh my God, sounds amazing. And Robert says, never apologise for being geeky. Oh, thank you. Do you know what? It's one game that I can't get into is Minecraft, but if I watch Neeb's gaming, I know I'm going to hell, but if I watch Neeb's gaming playing Minecraft, then I could sit and watch that for many hours. Even watching you guys and golf it, I love that because that gives me a laugh. It's I'm not pronouncing that right, Nick. How do you say the words?
Wait, which words?
Chimera.
Chimera.
There's no way I'm pronouncing them. Louisa says, my daughter loves Minecraft. She's created amazing things. And Robert says, too many pixels. I've got to agree. I've got to agree there is far too many pixels. I'm freezing a bit here, guys, so go.
That's fine. I've been playing it for 13 years.
Have you?
Oh,
Yeah, I started on PC with Minecraft, and then I moved over to I flipped between PlayStation and Xbox. So yeah, I've got like 13 years on it.
Wow.
I'm a PlayStation chick because I can't get into the Xbox. I can't. See the problem with me sometimes my hand and eye coordination, and I've not got the attention span for the Xbox. Like, it gets me frustrated because I've been that used to PlayStation.
Controllers were quite small with the PlayStation. The controllers used to be quite small, but with the new release of the PlayStation, PlayStation 5, I think it is. I want to say yes, 5. You get a lot more chunkier. Yeah, we are. Yeah, you get a lot more chunkier controllers like the Xbox, because obviously the Xbox is better for dexterity because it sits better in your hand. But yeah, I'm Xbox hands down. Hands down, I'm Xbox.
Even computer, like I can't do what you guys do in the computer. I don't know how you have got the eye coordination to play golf at, because my golf, honestly, my ball would be going that way and that way and that way, you know, every way except into the hole. Noreen says, enjoy Wednesday. It's a good day, a good night in Greek. I've had the PlayStation 5 for almost 5 years and played it twice. Oh, you don't know what you don't know what you're missing, Mr. Eden.
I gave up on Sony and PlayStation years ago.
Oh, there she is.
Oh,
you know, they
how come, Joe?
They destroyed my favorite part. And when it was on the PS3 was a new thing. And they just totally took it away for good, and it was PS Home, you know. And I had so much time invested in that, and then they just up and quit. I tell Sony to go to hell. But here's the other thing, though. Sony, a lot of their games, and Nick will understand this term. A lot of those games on Sony and the PlayStation are cookie cutter games.
Yep.
Gran Turismo is a perfect example of that. The maps may get updated, the cars may get updated, but it's all the same tracks. It's all the same goals. It's, you know, it gets boring after a while for a racing game. And Microsoft and the Xbox, well, they created Forza. And by far, Forza's the best racing game there is. You know, but you know, they got games that are exclusive to the PlayStation that I care less about. You know, I mean, I like the games, but I'll never buy a new PlayStation again.
Yeah.
You know, I'll never go to like the PS4 or the PS5 or whatever the newest one is out there, because I'm not giving them another dime. You know, as far as the PlayStation goes.
It would make a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah, so I've got the latest Xbox.
Yeah.
You know, but I've played them all. I've played on every single system there is out there, pretty much.
Wayne said he refers to World War II games.
My time goes way back in those games. No, back in my day.
I do apologise. My tablet had a bit of a fit there. But honestly, but I seen what 2 minutes. Sorry, I do apologise. Like you, Kate family.
No worries.
I see what Wayne said about World War II games.
Yeah, I just pointed that out.
Kate, I first want to apologise. Because we're going down so many rabbit holes. I do apologise, love.
Wow.
I really love when the PlayStation 1. My favourite game for the PlayStation 1 was called Medal of Honor, and I loved the one that I did, and it was based in France. I'm sure it was based in France, or was it Germany? It was either one of the two. It was either based in one of them anyway. And it was the most amazing game I've played. And I used to play it for hours.
Wow.
But yeah. But we've had good time. Yeah, I know that poor Kate's been doing rabbit holes. This is what this show does. It films you. It takes you into one dimension and then throws you out at the other.
Yeah, like you never know where you're gonna be. It's like
Oh, believe it. Sometimes it's good places, sometimes it's bad places, and some places you just don't ever want to go back in. Wayne says, I until recently had the original Atari 2600. Robert says, no worries. Wayne says, Medal of Honor Frontline. Yeah, it was a good game. Great game. Absolutely loved it. Right, quick question. Next question. When are you golfing it again?
We just did last night.
yeah,
I missed it. I missed the goddamn show.
Yeah, I think it'll be Monday next. Right?
Yeah, I got a
Awesome.
feeling it'll be Mondays. And that's actually
Yeah.
gonna and that actually works perfectly, which I hope we do, because next week I'll be out of town because I'm leaving on Wednesday.
Okay.
Oh,
Where are you going, Nick?
The Michigan Paracon in the Upper Peninsula. So
Really? When's it
what's-
start?
what's that?
When's it start?
It starts. See, this Paracon starts a little bit differently compared to other Paracons, because unlike others that start from like Friday, usually that start on a Friday or Saturday.
Right.
For whatever reason, I don't know why they've been doing it, but instead of Friday to Sunday or Saturday to Sunday, it's Thursday to Saturday instead. So I'm leaving on Wednesday.
Nope. Can't make it.
Well, the problem is that I'm not sure if they really have any more tickets available for
Well,
it.
I'm gonna go to the couple that are gonna be close by later in like October. And
Yeah. Well, there is actually another Paracon that will be happening in Michigan sometime in late August, but this one's further down, which is why that one's called the Mid-Michigan Paracon. So there are other opportunities.
Well, I was just wondering because one of these days the wife and I are going to take a trip to the Upper Peninsula.
Yep.
You know, of
I love-
Michigan, and you know,
I love that tattoo, Joe. See, when you stretched your arm up there, I was looking at your tattoo. I was like that. I'm fascinated with it.
that
Yep.
one,
Now there's
Yep.
they're also supposedly
that's got a secret message in there.
Oh, has it? Oh, wow.
I don't know if you can see it, but oops, there's.
Well, I got upgrading glasses.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, we
kind of
see it
thinking.
real quick, but there's like in the places like here, whoops, here,
Oh,
here, and here. It's got TCB. It goes TCB.
Taking care of
oh
business.
Taking care of
wow.
I got a TCB
Awesome.
patch of
And
my
then
own.
I love it.
and the message in the ribbon said, "Life's a gamble."
Wow.
I totally love that, Joe. I love that.
And then
Sorry,
I got-
Nick. I caught you
No,
off.
it's
You
totally
just
fine.
tell
I just thought
you.
And I got that one.
Oh.
That's a wolf howling at a blue moon.
Oh.
Love it. Absolutely love
Yeah.
it. Sorry,
But
Nick,
yeah, I just
honey,
thought
what
I'd
were you
throw that
saying?
out for you, Lois, that I was not going to be available for next week because that's when I'll be out of town.
Right.
So I'm
No, that's fine, sweet. Next week, what have I got? I know what I've got next week. No, that's absolutely fine. I'm sure. Don't worry about it. And you missed an announcement as well, Mr.
Yeah,
Millie
what I meant.
and Mr. Stephen, because you are both in the chat on the 29th of September at 6 a.m. Yours truly will be doing a podcast, starting a crime show podcast. So, because I know obviously I've looked at the two shows, and obviously timing wise ain't great when you want to talk about crime. Because that doesn't really give you much room to move. So I'm happy where the two shows are gone. Direction wise, I couldn't be any more happier. I'm like, honestly, I'm like so on a high with it all, because I'm so happy. So I've missed in the crime show, So I thought I need to think of a time that's suitable, that I won't be causing any problems for YouTube, for Jeremy, and where I can go into detail where there's no children listening, because I do realise in timing, mind you, they've heard me effing and jeffing and probably like, wow, that Scottish woman can swear. But it's like, plus as well, I've got the confidence now to do a Nick Files. Well, no, the Nick Files, I would never ever take that away from Nick because he would kick me right to shin. But going solo, like doing that thing, when you guys do so much that, do you know what? You have no idea how in eternity I'm grateful for what you guys do. I honestly am. So yeah, 6 a.m. I've not even come up with a name yet. So Jeremy's just put Lois's show until I can figure a name. It's like,
just what's up, Scott?
Listen, Nick says he doesn't want to listen to your push. Right, so Wayne has a question. Where am I going on holiday tomorrow? Answers on a postcard to Wayne Seeding, Corfu, Greece. And if people don't get that reference, Kate says, are you right? Oh, sorry, Louisa says, Kate, are you writing a book or thinking of writing a book? Just popped into my head.
Yeah, I've actually, so I did start a book, oh gosh, probably about 10 years ago now. But I have been thinking about getting back into writing. I've been doing quite a lot of sort of editing in my free time, just for free, like reading books for friends and just kind of getting ideas and different scopes on writing, first person, third person. So I feel like I've read enough now to try and start again and get back into writing. So yeah, that's weird, Lou. I don't think I've ever told you that. So she must have some powers.
Do you know, funny enough, Kate, I thought you would have already been writing a book or wrote a book, because you're very, very knowledgeable. You are, and like Nick, I like sitting listening to you because you're very, very knowledgeable in the things that you come away with, and I'm like mind blown that you've got me that's as daft as a brush, and then you've got you that you squirt out all this stuff. No, I don't mean that in a bad way. That's a compliment.
Great.
But honestly, I love listening to you, and again, I'm happy to have Louisa and Ben watching, because I've got far respect for what they do as well, and I love sitting listening to them. Because some of the things that they come out away with as well, I'm like, oh wow. Robert says that's great that they have given you a confidence boost, Lo. Definitely. If you said to me about 5 years ago, Lois, you're going to have shows and blah blah blah, I would have said, oh no me.
Yeah, no,
Tom says, Pickle Nick. Got to say, oh my God, pass me the stick bucket. Pass me a stick bucket. Nick, we're connected in soul and mind, and Lois can't handle it because of the amazing bond we have. Listen, Grandad, pipe it down. Scott says, daft as a brush, dumb as a hoover, you mean? Says the dude that can't put his tutu on right.
Dumb as a
and
hoover.
then he's talking about scaredness. But Kate, I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Definitely.
No, I'm glad that Louise is watching, because if it wasn't for her, Ben and Damon on the other dimension, I wouldn't even be doing this, and I wouldn't have met such an incredible group of people. So I'm just forever thankful for them to be doing this.
I must admit, I do have to apologise now because I keep forgetting about Damon. Sorry,
It's
Damon,
okay.
I do
He's been away
apologise.
for a while.
I do apologise. He's very knowledgeable as well. And Louisa says, Kate, you're awesome.
Oh, that's really kind. Thank
Oh,
you.
God. And this, see this parasite. Told you it was hard to put on, but I don't even want to know. You're
Yeah.
still
Anyway.
not welcome to my show.
Don't want to know about that.
You don't want to know. It would make a blush, an unblush. Incredible pickle people says.
Pickle people.
Oh, Wally. But no, Kate, I really do appreciate your time. Do you want to tell everybody where they'll find you?
Yeah, sure. So on Facebook, you can just type in Got Stories to Tell. It's a page. I think that's the best way to contact me because it's a public page. That's where I post all of the interviews. And yeah, you can message me and that would be great. If you want to be on the show, if you would like to be interviewed, if you have any stories to tell in your life about anything that's interesting and that you want to share, that would be amazing. And then I guess the other way is with The Other Dimension on Facebook as well. There's a page, so that's Ben and Lou and Damon and myself also on the page. So yeah, any of those two would be great. And Things Network, also part of Things Network, which is incredible. Yep. Things of Illinois or Illinois.
Oh,
yeah. Definitely.
I have to do it.
But guys, please as well, Things Network, please.
If I had to throw, and also the code name for me and Kate, and also Joe is Birdie.
Yeah. Yeah. Robert says no yellow spandex. Tom says, and you can find it on our golfing streams.
That's why I said.
And Robert says, Illinois.
No, it's saying Illinois.
Illinois. Illinois. But definitely, guys, you can find Things Network on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble. Here we go, Lois. Fire them off. You could, but definitely subscribe, guys, to Things Network. You've got different shows. You've got paranormal shows. You'll have a true crime show. You've got tarot card readings after Chris. You've got Debbie Transit with Debbie. You've got Joe. You've got loads of shows. In the Dark Mirror show. Just Wayne says going to have some trip now, guys. Off to the airport in 4 hours. Have a great weekend. You two have a good holiday, honey. Thank you for everything that you do. The Dark Mirror, you've got loads of subjects, guys, on sorry, Tom's caught my eye and I'm trying not to look at his comment. But yeah, guys, everywhere. Oh my god, I'm dying. The accent on the word Twitch sounded like.
Okay, all I'm just gonna say for that, Tom, is now I'll tell you what. Damn it, Beavis.
Yeah. Don't worry, because after the show, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to Tom's chambers. Louisa says, great show. Sorry I missed the beginning. And she said that you're a very knowledgeable, down-to-earth and genuine person.
That's really kind. Thank you, Lou. Aww. Thank you.
Gotta have an ear for the languages, Tom.
That's okay. I'm going to say Twitch to him just so that he could hear it properly. Because he likes me saying Twitch now. He's some man. He's some man. Also, guys, please check out BB3 TV. You've got different subjects on that as well, and then you've got Tom.
Including golfing.
Yep,
broadcast on
including
BB3.
golfing. Oh no, you're coming into my chambers. I've got to clear out all the. If I come into your chambers, I've got to be back here for Thursday. I think that's Tom from BB3 TV. So we'll say hi again.
I wonder if that's Tom.
Not as bad as you doing.
Oh, it's Darren. Oh, it's Darren. Darren Buss. Hey,
Oh, hey, Darren. Hey. Tonight on BB3 TV. Oh, Tom and Tom's World. Guys, please check it out. But yeah. So I hope we've been good with you and you'll come back, eh?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, thanks for
Chamber of Secrets.
thanks for interviewing me. Really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll have to come back again. We have to get into some like really deep topics next time.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know what? I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and because of how interested you are in religion, I definitely would love to cover that with you. Definitely.
Yeah, that would
He's
be
having
really good.
he's having a deep laugh. Tom, I don't like your evil laughs.
No, I don't know if he would have an evil laugh because he's better, or as I would probably say, you know what, Morty, you just don't have a real good evil laugh. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do you know what? I'm listening to Tom in my head. Somehow I've got Tom stuck in my head. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he's stuck in my head doing, the Rick and Morty voice, and then he's just constant. It's like, oh my God. The man haunts me. But I'm definitely, it's been a great show. It's been a great show all round. I love my shows.
Listen, everyone said that's kind of true.
That is so true. Yeah, so true.
Oh.
You got the clothes to prove it too. Kate, you got the shirt, you got the hat. Of course he's in everyone's head.
Yeah, just his catchphrases, and like if I say something and I'm just like, oh, I know exactly how Tom would respond to that situation, like every time. Yeah.
Do you know what? I totally love his accent. Like I totally love Tom's accent. So I could sit and listen to him. It's one of those ones. It's like every time that Tom pops up in the chat, it's just like he's in my head, and I try and switch him off.
That's what she said.
I think the switch is broken.
Well, I gotta say, and it's pretty accurate. If he's in everyone's head, I can already picture that funny drunk picture of him that he uses for golfing. You know which picture I'm talking about?
He made he used it to make this thing that's behind us when we play golf.
Yeah, he does. He does.
I love it. Since I host it now because he's got only one monitor. It's easier that way. So he sent me that logo. So I've got that picture.
Darren, since he's watching, I was gonna say he ought to play with us one of these days.
Yeah,
if he has a Steam.
I think he has.
Well, you will be happy to know, guys, on the 29th of August,
Robert,
we have.
Sorry,
thankfully my pick isn't there yet. So on the 29th of August, we have the one, the only, and my God, is he the only, Pickle Tom. It's one of those shows, come the 29th, I'll be like,
Get your beers ready. And pickles, too.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh,
No,
but
I think I'll have to pop off now, guys.
are you sure? Also,
Yeah,
sorry,
thank
love.
you so much. No, thank you so much for having me. Really enjoyed
You're
it.
very welcome, sweetheart. Very welcome. Come back anytime.
Definitely, I definitely will. Thank you so much. I'll say bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Grace.
sweetheart. Thank you. Much love.
Bless you.
Bye, honey. Oh, I love that. That's tricky. What she just said. See you later, guys. See you later. I'm saying see you later, guys, and I'm not even away. Pickle Tom, are you free for the next 40 minutes? I'm making a mistake here, guys, but I can't resist. I can't resist this one.
For that date.
Wait now. I'll send them the link privately. I'm coming in your chambers with the link.
But he's never had such an offer.
Belle.
You can't tell nobody. This is what happens in the chambers stays in the chambers. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Doesn't it
Oh,
always?
it's not true though. I'm still waiting on that lawsuit from Vegas.
Oh, wait. He says he has to make make his dad a quick sandwich, but should only take a few minutes. Are you talking about real couple minutes or Nick minutes, as you've been calling it now?
Listen,
he calls it Nick's minutes because it took a while sometimes for me to come on to play golf.
Oh, yeah, you said you were going to be right on, and it took you 20
Yeah,
minutes.
that's why they call it Nick minutes.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the truth, right? I will phone Nick at 10. Right? And he says, I'll be a couple of minutes, right? By 10:30, I'm like, I don't think Nick's going to phone me back. I'm going to have to go and chase. And I'm like, Jesus. That's why you said to me last night, which made me laugh. It always makes me laugh. Well, I'll not say what Nick was doing, but he was doing something. And he says, I'm only going to be 2 or 3 minutes late. And I'm sitting there saying, aye, right, Nick, I'll see you in about 45 minutes or 50 minutes, whatever.
Yeah, even Robert's like, sounds about right.
Yeah. But guys, I want to thank Kate, obviously, for coming on. Really, it was great to have her, and we will have her back in a later show, somewhere next year, probably. Because when we think about it, we've not really that long until we're nearly at the end of the month. So definitely we will get her back on. It was a pleasure having her. It was a really, really pleasure. I loved it, definitely. And now for the second guest of the night. Well, he's not a guest. He's more like part of the furniture.
Yeah, he is part of the furniture. That's quite an interesting way to describe him.
Well, let me tell you, he's rented space in my head, so he better just get in here.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Poor guy gets it every time. But tomorrow, guys, we will be joined with Tim from the Weird Room. He will be coming on with us to talk about ghostly castles. So we will be talking about ghostly castles anywhere. Next Thursday, we will have the one and only Chris Millay from Ghost Squad Scotland. Chris reads cards, tarot cards. He is on Things Network every day at 2:30. He's really, really good.
Time. That's probably the earliest show we have here in the morning for us now.
Yeah. Yep. So he will be on next week. That'll be next Thursday. Next Friday, guys, is a question mark. I'm not too sure what's happening there. They may be a guest, there may be a subject. I am not sure. But if there is a subject, then you know us, we go down rabbit holes. It's just like, whoa! So Robert says the unwiped furniture that has dust cover on them, Tom the Tickle. Do you know? Tom really does make me laugh. He's just nuts. He's absolutely nuts. So, Joe, what's happening tonight and the retro show?
I have no idea.
Definitely, guys. After us, go and check Joe out.
Right. Okay.
It all depends on who shows up.
What is happening on Supernatural Talk? Because I know tonight is Supernatural Talk because it's a Thursday.
Yeah, so for tonight, we're going to have, and Jeremy had her previously on as a guest on 13th Dimension. And that's going to be, give me a sec while I'm looking it up. We're supposed to have Nancy. Oh shoot, I already forgot her. I'm looking right now. Oh, Nancy Timms. And which even though it's spelled THAMES, it actually is pronounced Timms. And we'll be talking actually about interdimensional beings tonight. But I was notified by Jeremy, well, so also Adrian as well, that her camera froze for most of the show, but her audio was fine. She doesn't know what happened, so that may happen tonight. So he gave us the heads up. So if you guys do tune into it, and she starts freezing on her end, at least you guys will know that it's happened before. But at the very least, her audio will still be working.
Robert says, oops.
Tom,
me and Nick are fighting.
Yeah, there's a gem festival.
Oh, wow.
Live video from Queensland tomorrow. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I've never heard of a
That
gem.
actually really does.
A gem show either.
That being, yeah.
What is
it?
I was gonna say I didn't even know. Honestly, I didn't even know they had festivals like that.
No, I didn't. No.
I'm kind of like, I'm going to be really like a Dumbo here, but what is a gem festival? When I think of that, I think of crystals.
I was thinking the same thing involving crystals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
What is it, Robert, if you don't mind me asking, love?
Oh. I'm still here. I just got cramp.
You're good.
Oh, bless you. It's horrible, huh? It's horrible.
I'm back.
Well, then that.
You're all right.
Listen, Bill, that's what happens when, you're on the old knees.
My hip that popped out.
Oh, ouch. Ow.
Yeah. No, I'm fine.
I hope you popped it back in.
By standing up, it normally helps.
I'm just like, no.
I was trying to get.
We should all time how long it takes Tom to come on. I think he'll come on 5 minutes before the show finishes.
To be fair, I think he's finally starting to learn the Nick minutes.
I might have to.
I think he is. I think he was telling me porky pies when he said that he would be quick and would only take a few minutes. He's quicker. He's quicker drinking a beer than he is coming on my show.
Yeah, but you know what? He's probably drinking just to get himself ready to go.
Can I honestly say, Nick? Oh, right, sorry.
Well, yeah, this is what Robert said.
Yeah, crystals. I seen half of that. Yeah, crystals, tools, machinery for cutting and polishing gems. I thought that rough and cut stone sentence that's pretty awesome. That would be pretty cool, Robert. I would love things like that. So just to answer, right, Nick, Right. Oh, bye, Joe. Bye, honey. Have a good
take care.
show.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie. Bye. Thank you. Just to answer your question, Nick, right? I do drive most men to drink. So yes, Tom may be having a few beers before he comes on here.
Maybe he's drinking some pickle juice too.
I don't want to know what he's doing with pickle juice. Robert says also showing the arts that people have. But do you know what? I love Robert. I'll tell you what I love, Robert. I love people. I nearly said I love Robert. Sorry, I do apologise. Robert would be like, oh shit. I love people that can do things with, all right, this sounds terrible. And I'm saying this before Tom comes on because I know what Tom's like.
Better
So I want
hurry.
to say this before.
Better hurry.
But I'm hurrying. But I like people that can do things with their hands. Now, no one take this the wrong way. I mean, like building. I
Yeah,
bet you
like,
Tom's
yeah,
got.
kind of like arts and crafts.
Yeah, I do. Exactly. Do you know what? Tom will be watching this. He will see his opportunity. He'll be like rubbing his hands. But I love, like, see, flexible fingers. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Flexible fingers. But I love people with flexible fingers. That's it. That can flex their fingers. And Bill, you keep your mind out the gutter, young love. She's dead. She's dead. But honestly, see, like with people that can make things and all that, I'm just like, oh Jesus, please tell me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh jeez.
You're terrible at time. You know that.
You know, I can't help it.
Just shut up, Morty.
Go back. You don't even sound like me. I gotta say. I mean, you know, it's a nice representation, but you know, I mean, the effort's just like zero. I mean,
Robert says if my mind leaves the gutter, it would be homeless. Listen, I was trying to keep this good. That's why I hurried it before Tom came on, because if I said that Tom would eat me, he would be like, that's his opportunity.
did you say I was eating?
Because I said I like people. I like what people can do with their hands.
Hey, some people are more skilled than others, you know. I've never had a complaint.
Okay, what I would just like to point out, right, because my face has gone scarlet here. What I would like to point out is that obviously I meant people that build things like wood, like put wood together.
Hey,
Your
Irene.
voice has gone up as well, Lo.
That's because my balls are dropping.
You know, Nick's the only one here. Oh, okay.
Hey, Irene. Hey, Irene. But yeah, so Mr. Tom, how are you, you handsome devil?
I'm tired, but I'm all right. You know, I'm still waiting for Irene to say hi, Tom. But I'm all right. Oh, I'm coupled in everyone. I see. I got you. I'm not special anymore.
Wait.
Well, no. If I gotta ask for it.
You happy now?
No, because I had to ask for it.
So, Tom, I have subscribed to This Is Tom's World. And I must admit, I love what I see. And Tom's like, what'd you say?
Steve and Irene said,
I need to. Well, you've got it.
Yeah. I know I got it. You got them.
Tom, you kill me every time. You come on.
Well, you know, and I'm humble too. Is the thing.
See the 29th, I won't be able to interview you because I'll be like, well, Tom, you're here. Where do we start?
Well, see, you got in as a subscriber during a special time because I just turned over 2,300 subscribers.
You did. You made it.
Oh, yay! Congratulations.
Yeah.
And now you got to go for the next 100 subscribers. You got to keep on going. You need those subscribers.
I think in the last 28 days, there's been like 130, 140 something. It's weird. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to question it because I like it.
It's because your mana.
Let this happen.
It's because of how funny it is as well. Yeah, you're really, really funny. And you just,
I mean, I don't put a lot of that.
Isn't he? He's very dry.
I don't put a lot of the funniness into my videos. My videos is more dad joke humor because I don't curse or anything. It's not like when I'm on here and this shit. I don't, the
only thing that you ever say as far as swearing is concerned, because some people is obviously if you say "damn it, Beavis."
Yeah, well, I never.
Yeah.
I don't think. No, the only time I ever did an impression of Butthead in any of my videos was my first time at the place where I work, the Chamonix State Park, because they name all the different trails that they have in the park, and the one trail was called Beaver Lane. So I just zoomed in on it, and I said.
I read.
Tom needs more action and not. Whoa.
I get my fair share.
Your hand doesn't
I've been with the goddess. It'll be 3 years the end of this month.
Oh, congrats!
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations! That woman needs a medal.
Hey, it's been a long time coming. We've known each other since we were 16. So,
really?
Oh,
yeah. Well,
so
since I
when
was 16, she was 14. But
oh,
did you guys meet in a van down by the river?
well, not far off. I mean, we all did used to hang in the woods at a place called the Van.
The van. So it was a van down by the river.
Well, it was a van by the creek. So it was a little different.
Listen, what happens in the van stays in the van.
Yeah.
Well, nobody went in the van. We just put the keg in the van. That way, when the cops came, we could shut the doors and we all scattered. And then when they left, we all came back, opened the doors, and started drinking again.
My God!
Look at that! Oh my God!
He's going to the extreme.
Wow.
Yes. So, Tom, here's a question for you. When's the wedding?
I don't know.
Oh wait,
that's not a no.
Wait a minute.
No, it's a definite one.
I was gonna say if there's a wedding, am I gonna be the best man?
Well, in that case,
I'll let you serve the food.
Nick, if you know what happens if you're the best man, I'll need to be the bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll fill the wedding.
Do you know the funny thing? What happens in the bandstands? Oh my Lord!
It can do that sometimes. It can.
Do you know? I run this show as a series show on a Thursday to save up my energy for Friday. See, by the time tomorrow night comes, I'll have no fucking energy.
Tom is having a wedding in the graveyard.
Yeah, the thing of that is right now, as you know, I take care of Dad.
Yeah.
So I live here with Dad, and I would not. I have no fear that anybody will see this that knows the family. So I can say this: I would not subject her to live here. It's not fun. But I do it because I have to.
Do you know what? Do you want to know something, Tom? In all seriousness, when it comes down to the boil, I really, really have so much respect for you. I really, really do. Hands down, I have got full respect for you. And honest to God, I know what it's like after spending 18 years in the healthcare sector. And I've worked with all types, for special needs right up to to the very end. And believe me, it's hard going. So fair play to you,
See,
Tom.
working there, though, at the end of the day, you get to go home and be away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, he's there in the bathroom because I had to go to the bathroom. So, he's just always there. And I know everybody tells me, and I know it in my heart too, that when the time comes, I'm going to miss him and everything, but there's just certain things that I will not miss.
Yeah. It's understandable, that. Absolutely understandable.
Well, Irene says you're a beautiful man and we love you. We love Tom. We definitely do. We definitely do, without a shadow of doubt. You certainly got space in my head that I don't think will ever come out. But definitely. Actually, now that you're in my sights and I don't need to come into your chamber because it's nothing that I can't already discuss anyway because I've already announced
This is not my chamber because my chamber has shackles and stuff. It's like all stone. And
listen, I wasn't going to tell him, Dave, but you've distracted yourself in it.
I didn't say what else was there.
Well,
we're not going to talk about
what about that. What about the gimp and the whips and chains? I'm sure I've seen somebody like this.
I keep him in a box. So I don't go down there.
On the 29th of September, I will start that. I'm going to start that show on BB3 TV. Cool. 6 a.m. in the morning.
Cool.
Charge him rent. How could I do that to poor Tom? Charge him rent. Tom, Irene says, when I first met him, it was super cool. And Robert says, okay, no, on the computer now, much clearer. And she says that she loves her broomstick.
Should make a Tom's World broomstick for my merch. I wish they had that.
So, what have you got upcoming for you, Tom?
I don't know. I never know where I'm going to go for a video until like the night before usually. I mean, sometimes I get to plan it out, or sometimes I'll have like a handful and I'll say, all right, I'll do this one, I'll do that one, blah, blah. But lately it's just been flying by the seat of my pants, like based on suggestions people give me or just something I'll find. As long as it has some kind of history, it's cool, but it doesn't always have to. It could just be me walking around the woods. Like, oh, this is cool. Look at this mushroom. It's still fun.
If you want to get high, this is the place. Look at that mushroom.
Hey, I find some weird looking mushrooms in the woods. I can tell you that.
I bet you do. At the
park I work at, we get these mushrooms and they only grow in like one spot every time, but they're like white balls about this big. Sometimes they're like this big, but mostly they're about this big. And I don't know what they are, but when you kick them, they go.
Oh, wow. Robert says more arts and craft, Tom's World and witchy brooms with little crystal charms.
Yeah, I'll start doing rock shows.
Yeah.
Do you know something, Tom? I've got to say, I really, really love your entrances, like your things before the show comes on. Your rock music, I really love that rock music.
I created that in AI.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's not real people singing. That's not real instruments. That's all AI. I have a full song of it too. It's not as impressive as that little chunk, but yeah, they have sites you can go to and you just plug in different words and it'll create a song, and you could tell it to use certain words, which is why they say Tom's World a lot in it. And some other people I talked to, they just caught on to this and they're doing it for their show. They just haven't found the right song yet, but it could take a while, because AI is not perfect.
No,
but it's fun. I like AI a lot.
Do you know what? I never knew that, Tom. I didn't know that AI could do that, because I was quite listening to your tune and I was like, I quite like that. I was like, I'll need to see what song it is, because I would be looking on
That's my
YouTube
song.
or YouTube music.
He's making mystery with every tale. Yeah, so something like that. I don't even know
Tom's
the words. Yeah.
Tom's World Party Time, excellent. It definitely is. It's amazing. I'll wait for Nick before I shut the show. Oh, there he is.
What
You
did
have
I
to give a
miss?
If you're
gratuitous
not,
leg
shout
show.
not.
Yeah, I missed something.
Yeah, I was just saying how wonderful you were, but you missed it because you were too busy awake.
See?
But yeah, guys, it's been a great show. It has been a great show, definitely.
Kate is an awesome person.
Oh, thank you. Robert says the mystery Nick pops back in the assist.
Just comes from out of nowhere, just 10 minutes late.
He's like, but oh God, it's one of those ones. We might as well push it to the net. We'll go to 1 minute before Joe's meant to go live.
And I'm supposed to pop in on that. I'm supposed to be on that show, and then that usually goes for 2 hours, which takes me up to 8 o'clock my time, which is when Dom and Tom's World comes on.
What's
and then
going
we'll be
on
on
with
there.
Dom and Tom's World? Speaking of,
We're interviewing some chick who's like an actress, but she also does something with like pole dancing, not stripping, but pole dancing.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know her. This is all Dom's get with this one. We haven't had a Dom and Tom's World for quite a while.
I was going to say it's been a couple months at least.
Easy. We haven't interviewed anybody in a long time.
Yeah.
We used to do it every week, but I don't know. I'm just not into the interview shows as much as I am the hangout shows. You know,
makes sense.
I don't know. It was different in 2021 when everybody was like held captive in their house and they had nothing else to do, and they were all watching us and commenting. But now it's like, I don't know.
It makes total sense. So yeah,
we'll see what the future holds for the interview portions of Dom and Tom's World. Dom and I will talk about it.
I thought you guys were going to have me on Dom and Tom's World at some point.
We didn't.
You guys still haven't. I mean, I've been on the Hangout shows too on BB3, but haven't been officially on Dom and Tom's World yet.
Listen, I don't want you to get in a Royal Rumble here because Nick, you've not had Nick.
Real quick, middle of a tropical storm now. It's really raining here. I remember Irene said that there was another tropical system that developed in the Pacific Ocean, and it looked like it was going to hit Japan. So I hadn't really seen updates. I don't know what's going on. I said this to her a few days ago. She's this hurricane and typhoon season. It has been absolutely crazy. There are these hurricanes and typhoons on both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. They're just like coming in like so frequently, like crazy.
You know what? I'm going to follow Robert's shoes. Tom, you haven't had me either.
Well, you're
that's right.
You're a bit newer to the algorithm there than these two, so they have.
Right. So I'm at. See, Nick. So Nick, don't complain because I'm at the bottom of the pile.
I got something perfect to say. Tom, you gotta have us on at some point. Come on, you can do it.
I'll talk to Dom.
You just gotta put the cookie down. Come on.
we could probably do something.
World.
Probably do something. It's just we actually, like I said, we haven't done one. I don't think we've done one since I've known Lois. Actually, I don't think we've done one in that time. It's been a long time.
Now we're waiting for.
See, I'm good luck for you, Tom.
So now I gotta have 3 people on there.
Waiting for another earthquake, which will be really bad for Japan.
Bad for Japan. Jesus, what? Robert,
That's right.
Come
on.
You could be a
what
good
he's
neighbor.
like.
You could do it.
What he's like, but I will be thinking of you, Irene, definitely. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up because poor Tom's got a show just
Yeah.
after me, and then he's got a show after that. Poor Tom.
By the time
I
that's
just
over,
want
it'll
to
be
say
9
also
o'clock,
before
and
we
I'll
get
just
off
be in
here,
there. Like,
just want to say before we get off here, I just
Yep.
made a purchase on one of your merchandise from this is Tom's World.
what'd you buy?
Do you want me to tell you now, or do you want me to surprise you?
That's up to you. I mean, I can always see. I could just go into my merch shop and see what was sold.
That's true.
Well, I hope it.
Hope he
restocks his
beers.
I need them tonight.
Oh, God. But I just want to say, Tom, thank you very much for coming in, honey. It's always a pleasure to have you.
No problem.
And I can't wait to have you. Like, we can't wait to have you on the 29th. I hate when you give me that look. You give me that look of, go on, say it. We can't wait to have you on the show on the 29th of August. He's like, oh. He's like a model. He's like, tell me more, lady.
When I'm awake, I'm available too.
This time. Awesome. Robert, we'll need to get you on as well, honey, at some point. Definitely, that would be great. But I want to have Tom first.
I was about to say, where's the chicken, Tom?
Tom, tell me, Robert, are you? Oh, what you like? Draw me like your friend goes.
Oh, you have? No,
oh my God.
One of my favourite TikToks is the chickens.
Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my God.
Oh man.
What he's like, guys, tune in tomorrow when you see me checking on, I can't even remember the name of my show. Tom has made me forget the name of my show. Wow. Join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. That's it. Right, guys, everybody have a good night. And I will speak to you soon.
Good night.